Hey guys, in this video we are going to see how to make something like this, that is the delay patch. So each frame you move, it records that frame and you can just make something like this. So let's go into the video. What we are going to do is we are going to create a blank project. I'll just make it bigger. So now we can just go to the device, go to render pass. If you click it, it will just open up a render pass. So now we are ready to start. So basically what the delay frame does is, I'll just search for delay. You can just see something called a delay frame. So this delay frame makes you to record the previous frame and you can just store it and you can reuse it. So for example, this delay frame is actually a sender patch, so you need a receiver patch to use it as a texture. I'm just going to search for a receiver patch. So if you just come to the receiver patch and you can just click on the receiver patch and you can just see delay frame. So you can just rename this into anything and you can just select that name over here. In our case, we'll just leave it as it is. So now what you have to do is basically you can just connect the camera texture to the first frame, and then you need a shader pass before connecting it to the render pass. After importing the shader pass, you can just connect it over here, and I'm just going to create a rectangle. And I'm going to create a texture. So now I'm just going to apply the shader pass to the texture. You can just see the frame sometimes passes and sometimes it is like when you're like zooming in or doing stuff, it is working. It is basically like refreshing. Whenever you're like resizing the screen, it refreshes. So at each refresh you can just see the frame changes. If I just do this, you can just see the frame is moving, because basically what happens now is the last frame whatever is moving has been passed. So in this position the person has done the shape, so it is passed in that position. So now if I want to control the when it has to stop, so where I can just use a mix node. So using a mix node, what you can do is you can just connect the delay patch to the second point and then connect the patch like mix to the output and then connect the RGB of the camera texture over here. So now what happens is basically whatever is the camera is recording will be seen over here, and only when the value is 1 over here you can just pass the frame. So what you can do is we can basically create a screen tab, and I'm just going to create a switch. Now I'm just going to connect it over here. So now whenever I tap, you can just see the frame passes, and if I tap again it releases. Basically what happens is the alpha of the value is like 0 means the first one will be happening, and if it is 1 then the second slot will be happening. So this is the basics of render pass, that is like the delay frame. But what if you want to like make something cool as you saw on the entry before the video? So for that what we are basically going to do is, so in this itself if you just put 0.8, you can just see we are having different kind of artifacts or like elements happening over here. You can just experience that. If I just put 0.8, you can just see the traces like moving, people moving is there. If I put 0.9, you can see like the transition between both elements. So based on the alpha value the mix is happening. So now what we are going to do is we are going to use a STF line scrolling based on the axes, so it is capturing on that axis. So what we are going to do now is we are going to create a STF rectangle, and a step node. So now if I just connect it, the frame is passed. So what happens if I just put the values over here? So now you can just see the first half of the screen is actually passed and the second half is working, because if you just directly output this node over here, you can just see the wherever the white places is, that is where the delay is going to happen. So what we are going to do basically is that if I just move 0.4, you can just see it's working. So I'm just putting this over here, and if I just put 0.1 and then 0.5, you can just see it is totally passed. So based on these center values or like values, we are going to manipulate the positions where the delay is happening. So for that we are going to use a transition node. So as it is like a vector 2, I'm just going to put a vector 2. So if you want to happen the transition happen on the x-axis, you need to change the x, like keep the y value 0.5 and then you can just keep the starting of the x as 0.05. So sorry, minus 0.5. So basically it starts in this part of the region and then it ends on 0.5, that is this center. So basically we're moving the center. So now what happens, let's see what happens if you like put a loop node or something. Let me put it like 4 seconds. I'll just restart it so you can just see. So now you can just see based on the moving, each frame is like actually like passing. So as the loop is happening like again and again, I'm just going to create a animation patch. So it happens only when the play trigger is happening. Let me put it like 5 seconds and screen tap. So now when I tap, you can just see the frames are like, for each frame it is moving. So basically if you see the alpha value what's happening, you can just understand. So this is before applying tapping or anything. If I tap on the screen, you can just see the SDF is basically moving from left to right. You can just change the values minus from 0.5 to minus 0.5 to change the direction. So this is how you do for the sideways. So what if you want to do it for the top down? So basically that is, you can just put 0.5 over here and then you can just put minus 0.5 over here and restart it to tap. So now it is coming from the top. You can just see it over here that it is coming from the top. So this is the basic of what's happening. So what if you want to show the user where the line is? So for that we are going to create another rectangle, and that is also full size, and I'm going to create a new material. I'm just going to make it flat. I'm putting a texture on here. So now I'm copying these rectangles basically. I'm putting it over here. If I just remove this, you can just see it's moved. So you want a thin line to just move on the side axis. So for that what we are going to do is we are going to change the size. So if I just put 0.01, you can just see it is a thin line. So this works for the sideways, like left to right or right to left. So what if I want to put it for top down? I can just put it like 0.1 and this works fine. So I can just put the same progress on a next transition node, just putting it same that we are using the same animation patch, but in this case what we are going to do is we are going to like make it as it's happening top down, you will be making the line as like it's going to be having the same line. Oh sorry, what we are going to do is we are going to manipulate the y position. If I just put 1, it goes to the top. So I'll just change the color for now. You can just see 0.1 is over here. So if I put 0, it's basically over here. So now what we are going to do is, so we don't want to change the x-axis. So I'm just putting 0.5 directly over there. And now I want it to be not visible on the initial stage. That is like I don't want to see the line on the initial time. So I'm just putting minus 0.1 to 0.5. Let's make it 0.6 so that the line is not visible afterwards. So now if I just click, you can just see based on the places the line comes, it's moving. So now we'll be putting like minus 0.1 to 1.1 on this place. So let's see, I'm just tapping on it over here. Now you can just see based on the line the frame is actually also like changing. So I can just restart it again. Now you can just see the frame is actually like moving based on the axis. If I just change the numbers, like I can just remove the 1 over here and put minus 1 over here. This will create a new effect where I'm just changing this 0.5 to 1.1, 0.5, and here minus 0.1, and here I'm changing the size to. So now if I just restart it, you can see it is happening like as we expected. So this is how you will be doing the transition of stuff. So you can just use other elements to like smoothen off stuff or like that. So if you want to get this file where I made a simple outlet, so I made a simple, so this is the file what I made. So in this it is basically the same. If I tap, the line comes, gradually the line comes and then it moves out. So you can easily change between the axes. With this value on tap over here, you can just tap on the screen, you can just see the value is like the slider is moving and elements are actually moving. So this is happening like frame by frame. So like this you can access this. So you can just get this file for $2 on my Gumroad.